Well, hello there, the internet. I don't know how you all managed to fit in my apartment, but welcome back for more Snowboard Kids 2. I am the MoeChicken, and I'm playing as Tommy. He managed to get over his choking from the last episode, and he seems to be doing fine. So, on to the next world. Today, we are going to be going to a haunted house. And, in line with the theme, all the characters have Halloween costumes on this time, so Tommy here is going as a little bit of a Frankenstein's monster thing. I think it's actually really cool. Well, I'll let the cutscene play out first. Halloween night. So here we are, the spooky time haunted house, and Jam and Slash are like, "This is awesome! Let's do it!" And they're like, "No, don't like scare." They're pretty well in line with me. I'm a chicken. I'm not big on scary either. They're like, "Oh no! Actual ghosts! Oh jeez!" And Linda's just like, "Ah, ha, 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 ha. You're afraid of supernatural things? I don't care." And they're like, "We'll show you." Yeah, whatever. Linda doesn't care about your posturing. Wendy's like, "Okay, sure, whatever. We've done crazier things. We just went into space like yesterday." And Jam's just like, "Ha ha ha, peer pressure!" Meanwhile, Damien is also here, and he's like, "Hooray! Finally! Demonic circumstances! This will be my triumph!" And he goes back in. And the doors close ominously as we enter the haunted house. Ooh, so I'm going to be playing as Tommy, one of the worst turners in one of the last levels of the game. We'll see how well this works out for me. Give it a shot, though. I would like for people to see other characters, so we're using Tommy this time. But as I was saying, one of the cool things about this game is, you get different costumes. There's a total of 4 costumes for every character. And, in the story mode, they're kind of restricted by what's happening. But in, that worked out really well for me. Froze... Oh, well, there we go. I froze Wendy, and then, Jam ran into her. Oh, that was all me. Can you imagine how much that would hurt? He just, fell off, a snowboard ramp made of brick downhill onto his face, several feet down. Very painful. So as you may have noticed, this level is full of bibs and bobs that are designed to hurt you. That thing back there shoots ice at you, which will freeze you if it touches you, of course. There were also, you may have seen that room of ghosts where I got struck by a ghost even though no one used it on me. If you just bump into one of the ghost icons flying across the room, yep, you're a ghost. Can't do anything about it. So it's a tricky level. This is also a level with many branching paths. There are a lot of ways you can go. Now I'm playing as Tommy, so it would be a little bit harder to accomplish. But off to the left there, you may have seen those coins. That's a hidden path. There was one near the beginning that Wendy actually took. So she actually wound up in front of us near the beginning. But I mean, that's one of those things that I think is kind of cool. I like being able to have branching paths, even if they're sometimes tricky to accomplish. There was a game called San Francisco Rush, I think is what it's called, for the N64, which I recall was it's like he forgot what he was doing, and then the ski lift was just like, "Nope, you need to go up now." And he's like, "Oh yeah, of course, I was thinking about hamburgers again. I love hamburgers. Why am I eating a hamburger right now?" By the way, I'm not making that up. He actually does eat a lot of hamburgers. A lot of promotional art has him eating hamburgers. I'm not just making fun of him. But anyway, so San Francisco Rush. It was a racing game that I think one of the things that it kind of touted about itself was the idea that there are lots of shortcuts and stuff that you can take if you know how to get to them. The problem is, in that particular game, if your car flipped over, was upside down, at any point, it would just explode, and the game would immediately reorient you to the active, race course, the standard race course. Now, I mean, that has the advantage of making sure you're kind of always on track, but it also has the disadvantage that, if you're trying to find, cool secrets and stuff, then you're constantly accidentally being brought back to the main course. So, I remember there's a skate park, or not a skate park, but I mean, it's an area with, tricks and stuff, ramps and so forth, on one of the races, and I always wanted to, go there and try and, try and check it out, try out some of the tricks, but you know, if you messed up a trick, or if you messed up even getting there, well, guess what? You know, you're back on the regular course again. Can't do anything about it, so that was kind of annoying. I never liked that very much. Wow, I feel really bad for Linda right there. Like, she got smashed by a pan, and then she was just trying to get going, and she hits another rock and falls flat on her face. Poor Linda. But it's okay. Nothing stops Linda. Not rocks, or pans, or anything else. Nothing stops Linda. Linda destroys all. Ow! What the heck, man? Come on! Oh, they're brutal. Also, at this point, I'm fairly certain the computer players also have access to sort of like variable level equipment. So, I'm using level 3 balance board, which actually does not highlight Tommy's greatest strength. It's actually covering for a weakness by giving him better ability to turn. But I imagine the computer players are all using the boards that are best designed for their particular character, which would mean, of course, that, you know, Linda's probably using the speed board, Jam's probably using the balance board, and then Wendy's probably using the trick board. And of course, them being computer players, you know, they have no problems. I can't believe I pulled that trick off. It looked like I had no clearance at all, but that's just the Tommy level of skill, I guess. That's the kind of skill you can expect here on MoePlays. Whatever. You know, like, every once in a while I get something right and then brag about it a lot, and then just self-deprecate the heck out of myself otherwise. Yeah, that's about the level of skill you can expect. Anyway, but yeah, so I always really liked, you know, games that gave you other ways to get through, you know, so you can, like, try out different things, and you know, I also really like racing games that had a bunch of, like really different sorts of vehicles, you know, so that you can try different things. That being said, though, surprisingly, one game that I never played for the N64 that you would think, with what I just said, would be right up my alley, was Diddy Kong Racing. You know, I'd always heard sort of good things about it, but I don't know what it was. Whenever I saw it, maybe it just came out too late in the N64's life. Oh, I had just used my rocket and that hit me. That's a shame. Maybe it came out too late in the N64's life for me. Maybe I just kind of gotten over racers by that point. Not really sure, but I never played it, despite the fact that I know it's got, like, planes and boats and all kinds of other stuff. I think it would have been pretty cool. Just trying to hold it together by talking about games I didn't play for the N64 just so I can finish the race. Come on, Tommy, you're so close. Come on, Dose. Yes! All right. Frank and Tommy's monster, I suppose, has succeeded, and he's like, yes, I can't jump like everyone else, but I did still win. I'm still super beefy, and I'm crazy fast. Give me some hamburgers. Meanwhile, everyone else is like, oh my gosh, there are ghosts in there. Even Linda's not taking any of this, and Tommy's like, no, the doors are closing. I'm out of here. And then there are ghosts, and everyone's like, oh no, ghosts. And when he's like, it's cool. I have a padlock. We're okay. And she's like, yes. Her little, like, bobbing her head thing. She's like, let's go. Time to trick or treat. Meanwhile, I think they may have forgotten someone inside. As always, Damien's life is pain. Anyway, we have finished. That was the second to last level. There's only one level left. So, only one level left, and then a surprise that you can probably predict. Anyway. Oh, hey. It's Damien. Hey, Damien. And no one knows Damien. But that's okay. That's what we expect. Anyway, this is the MoeChicken. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you all enjoyed this. And, well, come back next time where you will see the last level of Snowboard Kids 2. See you then.